Whenever a person reaches the age of 30, there are many mistakes which he should not make. And when he reaches that age, he starts thinking that if only I had not made those mistakes, where would my life be today? And if it happens, today we are going to know 3 such mistakes which you should never make in your life for 30 years. See the benefits of the present. The first mistake that youth make is that while looking for the present profit, they forget the loss of the future. Whenever we are young, we think of how to get profit in something as soon as possible, because they think that who has seen the future, and in this matter, they act hastily and take some such decisions which do not give profit in the present, but definitely prove to be loss in future. Let us understand this with a real-life example. The owner of Apple Company was Steve Jobs. You all know him. But how many of you know Ronald Wayne? When Apple Company was started, Ronald Wayne was that person, who was one of the 3 co-founders of the company. At that time, he had 10% shares of the company, but he felt that this company would not be able to go far, and hence he sold that 10% share for just $800. But today, if he had those 10% shares, then he would have been the biggest businessman in the world, would have been one of the rich people. That is why it is said that you should do anything keeping the future in mind. Let us understand this thing with another example. Acharya Chanakya used to mix a little poison in Chandragupta's food every day. Chandragupta Maurya did not know this. Acharya Chanakya used to do this because Chandragupta Maurya had the habit of poison. Go and ensure that the poison does not affect him, so that in the future, if Chandragupta tries to kill him by poisoning him, he will fail. Therefore, you should always remember that whenever you start a new work, make a new relationship, take any decision about your career, or take any decision about your family, think about the future of that thing before that. First, think about what his future will be, and then take a decision. Do not act keeping the future in mind. The second mistake that the youth makes is that before doing the work, he forgets that he is doing the work today, and he will get its results in the future. Nowadays, whenever he does any deed, he feels that he will get the result of good deed today itself. But whatever bad deed he does, he will not get the result. But remember that whatever work you are doing today, you will get its results in the future. I understand this from an incident in Mahabharata. Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika were the 3 daughters of the king of Kashi. The Soyambara of all 3 of them was going on, but in the middle of that Soyambara, Bhishma Pitama came and stopped that Soyambara and took all 3 of them to Hastinapur so that all 3 of them could get married to Vichitravir, could get it together. Ambika and Ambalika agreed to get married, but Amba loved Salvraj. She refused to marry Vichitravir, but when she reached Salvraj, Salvraj refused to marry Amba only. Amba became very angry on this matter and swore that she would become the cause of Bhishma Pitama's death, and later Amba herself took birth as Shikhandi and became the cause of Bhishma Pitama's death. Therefore, if you do good deeds today, you will get good results in the future. Postpone today's work to tomorrow. The third mistake that you make a lot before the age of 30 is postponing today's work for tomorrow. It is a very bad habit of a youth that he postpones today's work till tomorrow, because he has to go out with friends, he has to watch movies, he has to play games, and he has to give time to his relationship, and this is the reason. He also postpones today's work till tomorrow, but a successful person never does this. He finishes yesterday's work today itself. It is said that Abhimanyu had acquired the knowledge of Chakravyuveda when he was in his mother's womb. He had not thought about when this knowledge would be useful, but whatever he had to learn yesterday, he had learned it today itself. Therefore, you should always remember to never make these 3 mistakes in life.